Video 5, Unit 5. Assalamu alaikum, my dear all students. Today we are going to discuss about Unit number 5, that is Health is Wealth. Now let's look at the objectives that will be attained at the end of this lesson. Let's read. Classify more nouns as common and proper nouns. Then we will discuss about recognize and use I, we, you, they, it as subjective case, me, us, and you. Distinguish between and use of pronouns as subject, object, and possession. Classify the gender nouns from the immediate and extended environment. Let's start. As you can see on the board, there are two major types of nouns that are called common and proper nouns. Before going to discuss, we know nouns are the names of any place or any particular thing or any particular person. So how we can distinguish it between a common noun and a proper noun. You must have a knowledge about it. Here, common nouns, names of the people, places, and animals or things in general. For example, they are the general names, place, or a particular person that we need to define it. For example, boy, bear, girl. For denotation, we use common nouns. Now, what are proper nouns? As you can see, names of the particular person, places, or things, they always start with a capital letter. Don't forget, students, the proper nouns always come with a capital letter. As you can see that Aslam is a name of a person and the first capital letter is always be capital. Now, Islamabad is an important city, is an important place. So, that city starts with the I with the first letter, always be a capital letter. Hina is the name of a person. Lakeview Park is the name of a place. So, it always be in a capital letter. Now, move to that one. In your page number 49, in your textbook, unit number 5, read the following text and circle the common and proper nouns. Students, here is a paragraph that already I have written on the board. What you all need to do is to underline, is to distinguish between a common noun and a proper noun. We need to underline that one, what are the common nouns and what are the proper nouns. So let's start with Alyan. Alyan, obviously it's a capital letter, you can see that. So it is a proper noun. I'm mentioning P, that means that is a proper noun. And where I have mentioned with a C, it's a common noun. Now let's move. Alyan and his family went to visit Tolipur in Ravlakot. It's a place, so I'm mentioning here P. There he met his cousin. Alyan told his cousins what happened to his cat. He also told him that he had promised his father to keep his surroundings clean. Now listen, guys. Students, here on page number 50, there are two tables that given to you where you need to write the common nouns and the proper nouns. Now here you can see I already have made this box. The common nouns we need to write in this paragraph. You need that cat is a common noun. Here you can see that cousin is a common noun. Here you can see that surroundings is a common noun. So I am writing here cousin. I am writing here cat. I am writing here surroundings. What are proper nouns? Obviously Alyan. Okay. Then Ravlakot. Okay. And Tolipur. Tolipur. So students, in this way, we can distinguish common nouns and proper nouns in any given paragraph or in any text that you have given. You are able to identify the common nouns and the proper nouns. I'm again revising the concept. Common nouns are the generals, name of any person or a place or a thing, and proper nouns always be in a capital letter, and it reflects the most important particular person, place, or anything. So let's move to another part. The third one, that the part that we need to discuss, is about the gender nouns. Before going to gender nouns, we know that we already discussed in the previous classes that masculines and the feminines. We are aware about this concept. But what are the different types of gender nouns? That is the important part that need to discuss, and you need to know it. As you can see on the board, there are 4 types of gender nouns. Number 1, masculine. Number 2, feminine. Number 3, common. And number 4 is the neuter gender noun. Masculine nouns, as you are already aware about that, obviously that name male creatures. Feminine nouns, that name female creatures. And then common nouns, that used for both male and the female. And the neuter nouns, that name non-living things. These two, I think it's new concept for you. Neuter nouns, neuter gender nouns always used for the non-living things, creatures. And the common nouns used when we are discussing about both male and the female gender nouns. Now let's move to page number 50. They're already given the gender of the given nouns. We need to write the gender of the given nouns. So I already have written on this. I'm just reading with you, and you are need to look at this. Now here is the masculines and the feminines, and then the common and the neuter. Already the examples are mentioned here. I'm just reading that one. For example, masculine, we are discussing about man, boy, lion, king. These are the masculine terms. Feminine, we are discussing about woman, girl, lioness, queen. These are the masculine terms. Common words we are used about teacher, pupil, doctor. Friends, this is a common general word we are used. For example, if we are talking about doctor, we can discuss about that. Doctor may be a male, doctor may be a female. Now neuter means like chair, table, pen, book. These are called neuter gender nouns. Now I'm going to discuss about that, the specific genders of the given nouns. Husband, the gender noun is wife. Niece, nephew. Cup, saucer. Hen, rooster. Cousin, cousin. Some, listen students, there are some gender nouns that are the same, that are not changed when they are going to be in any other gender nouns. They become the same. Spoon, plate, president, it's a same one, the gender noun president. Uncle, aunt. Now, in the end, write 3 examples of each gender from your environment. That is given on page number 50 of unit number 5. You can see it. We need to write some examples. You can also write it of your own when you are getting that concept. Then you are able to write it of your own. I'm just writing for your help and for your better understanding. For example, masculine, I'm writing boy, father, man. If we are talking about feminine terms, I'm writing here girl, mother, woman. And when we are talking about common gender nouns, for example, friends, students, parents. Students, these are some few examples of common gender nouns. Now move to neuter. Books, pens, desk. These are few examples of neuter gender nouns. Now move to that one, the pronouns cases. That is on page number 51. I'm erasing this one part so that will be easy for you to understand the next concept. Pronouns cases. You can see on page number 51. Students, we already have discussed about the three forms of pronouns. Number one is the subjective case. Number two is the objective case. And number three is the possessive case. You can see that there are some kinds of sentences for your sake of understanding. For example, in case of subjective case, we already have discussed that we use subjective case in case of nouns who are obviously performing that specific action. For example, I am making a greeting card. You, where are you going? He is waiting for you. She is busy in the kitchen. It is a beautiful handbag. We are playing hide and seek. They are good players. So students, these subjective pronouns are in a replacement of the nouns. Objective cases, obviously objective cases that receives the action. For your understanding, I'm reading some sentences. Could you please bring me a glass of water? That is the receiving action. Why should I give it to you? That is an order action, that I am receiving some kind of a request or some kind of an order. He was hurt because Amir hit him. Aunt took her for admission. Mariam can't find it. My father drove us to the mall. I sent them a gift, because that person is receiving a gift. Now, possessive case, we already have discussed some kind of a possession, some kinds of own something. Mine. This beautiful dress is mine. The book is yours. The book is his. The doll house is hers. I have a cat. This milk is its. The car is ours. That shop is theirs. So students, these sentences shows the different pronouns cases. As you can see that use I, we, you, they, it as subjective cases, and we also have discuss about that me, you, him, her, it, us as objective cases. And then we discussed about that mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours. These are called possessive cases. I hope you understand these three types of pronouns. So this is all today about this lesson. We have discussed about the common nouns, the proper nouns, then we discussed about the gender nouns, then we discussed about that specific, the pronouns and their types. I hope this lesson is quite helpful for you in understanding these concepts. Do practice at home. If you find any difficulty, consult your teacher and parents. Thank you very much.